Yo, what is going on, y'all? I have a very special guest for y'all today. His story is actually very incredible on how we met and how he was actually able to transform his trading career. He went from an unprofitable trader to head of operations and helping other people learn how to trade alongside with me. I am very glad to introduce y'all Anthony Reed. Say what's up, brother.
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I'm Anthony Riyad. I'm 18 years old, and honestly, Daniel helped me tremendously when it comes to my trading. And now I just help him out because he helped me. So, what better way to give back than to help you guys out here?
You see, that's actually exactly what I stand for. It's really good to give back to a community. Which, speaking of, how did we actually meet, Anthony?
So, basically, I am a trader, and I couldn't even call myself a trader back then, man. I was blowing accounts after accounts after accounts. And then my brother said, you know what? You need to lock in. You actually need to start making some money. So you're being too risky on the markets. Then he said, I have my good friend Day. He's going to be able to teach you exactly how to trade. Like, bro, I don't need him. I can do it on my own. And then Daniel's like, yo, if you need the help, I'm here. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need your help. So much pride and everything. Then finally, I gave in and started speaking to him more. We got closer. And I realized how good of a person Daniel was. And I actually sat down and listened to what he was saying because he knows what he's talking about sometimes. Sometimes, not trying. He knows what he's talking about a bunch of the times. And honestly, he helped me to become profitable. So here we are. And now I'm helping you guys realize that it's so much easier than you guys make it seem.
Yeah, man. So I'm really glad to hear that, but they want to hear numbers. All right, let us know how much were you losing back then in trading versus how much are you currently making now?
I was losing a bunch of money on the market. It's actually annoying because I was having to pull out loans every single month to actually pay for my losses in trading. I was losing about $5,000 a month from trading, which is insane to think about in the grand scheme. But now I'm bringing in $30,000 a month, not from trading alone. Trading alone, I'm bringing in at least $10,000 a month and $20,000 for my other endeavors and everything else that I'm doing.
Wow. That's really amazing. You see, the reason why I actually decided to help Anthony and the reason why I took a leap of faith in his trading success and trading career is because his story was a lot like mine. You had a very similar story to me. I was in college as well, losing a bunch of money on funded accounts, live accounts, all through FAFSA loans. So when I heard your story, it resonated a lot with me. And I decided to help a brother out. And in return, now me and Anthony are here trying to help as many people as we possibly can. Because let me go a little bit deeper into that story. Anthony came and reached out to me and I started teaching him how to trade. After I was teaching him how to trade, we felt like we had no purpose. Isn't that right, Anthony?
Yeah, honestly, I sat there always thinking to myself, I'm pressing buttons on a screen and making money. What fulfillment do I have? So I went up to Dan. I was like, yo, Daniel, do you not feel as if we have no fulfillment as traders? And he said, yeah, I feel the same way. So honestly, I have an idea. Why don't we help people learn how to trade? That will give us this fulfillment that we need. I was like, dang, so what am I going to do? He said, help me get them to realize that they have so much more potential than they come and think that they have. See, many people, the problem is that they don't realize the potential that they actually have. When you realize that you're meant for success and it's just so simple to get there, not easy, but simple to get there, man, the doors will open up. So all I want to do is to make sure that people realize how much potential they actually have. And that's my fulfillment.
Whenever I'm texting a lot of people in my DMs, right? And I'm asking them some questions about what they think their trading performance can look like. The level of limiting belief that a lot of y'all seem to have is actually astonishing to me. Y'all just heard that Anthony's making 30K a month. Can you imagine yourself actually doing that? If you can't, that is a mental blockage that you're currently imposing on yourself that is actually stopping you from doing what it is that you really can do. You guys need to understand that the lifestyle you see on Instagram, the lifestyle you see on social media, it is real. Trading can give you that. So whenever I'm trying to gauge where you want to take your trading journey to, and man, if I could just make $2,000, I'll be straight. Seriously? If you're aiming for $2,000 and you fall short, that means how much would you make? Maybe 1,000, maybe 500. But if you tell me, I'd rather the person tell me I want to make 500 bands a month. I can work with you. I can work with you. You have the confidence. You know what you're talking about. You believe in yourself. Nobody can just give out numbers like that if they don't believe in themselves. Anthony was losing a bunch of money. And I asked him, how much do you want to make a month trading? Bro told me he wanted to make $20,000. Now, how much do you make?
30.
You got to reach for the stars. So you could land on the moon, but in his case, he landed in a whole different galaxy. My brother is out here swimming, man, and that's what I like to see. So the whole point of what me and Anthony are trying to do is to see how we can truly help other people to be able to get to that level of success. Because a lot of y'all have heard my story, and I don't want y'all going through the exact same thing I went through. It was ridiculously depressing. I thought I could do it on my own, and in reality, all that did was I know y'all see these gray hairs. I'm young, bro, and I have gray hairs. Why? It's all through stress, and stress can kill you, bro. Why was it through stress? Because I was trying to do things on my own. I thought I didn't need any help. I had a lot of ego. I had a lot of pride. You have been unprofitable for 5 years, and you still think that you can do it by yourself? Anthony, please define me what the definition of insanity is.
Doing the same exact thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that is exactly what I was doing for so long. I thought that I could get it on my own. Nah, I don't need Daniel's help. I don't need his help. I can do it all on my own. And that was the issue that I was struggling with for so long. My pride. And as an Egyptian person, bro, we got the biggest ego. I'm telling you. Honestly, if I never put that ego aside, I would still be losing tens of thousands of dollars every single month. Instead of freaking stacking on my money, I would have been rushing down the escalator, bro. And the only way I was able to get there is because I put my pride aside and actually asked for help. So many people think that asking for help is a sign of weakness, but it's not. It is honestly a sign of strength. Being able to learn from other people's mistakes is the smartest thing that you could possibly do.
So, if I wanted to start a business, for example, or if I wanted to start a side hustle and I lacked the knowledge to start that side hustle, there are two ways you can go about it. Two ways are guaranteed. Either A, you can learn through trial and error or experience. It'll be free, but there is a cost, and that is the cost of time. A lot of y'all have families. A lot of y'all need to provide for your family. You're in a situation where you need trading to actually get you out of the situation that you're in. You don't have a lot of time. There's a second option. The second option is to invest into your education. You can either invest into your education with time or you can invest into your education with money. Time is a valuable resource that you can never get back.
I'm honestly going to agree with you on that one. It is not free. It's more expensive because you know how much money I was losing on the markets trying to do it alone when I could have just I could have invested into my education and saved money. So actually, in the grand scheme of things, it is a waste of time and a waste of money. But I wouldn't really call it a waste because you do learn in the end, but you go through so much more to try and learn than if you would just put your pride aside, and the process would be so much easier because you have somebody to go to that actually knows what they're doing.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And that's exactly my thought process when it comes to business. That's my thought process when it comes to life, is that experience does teach, and you can learn a lot through experience, but experience takes time. Why does it take you 4 years to serve in the military to be labeled as a veteran? Why can't I just go in there 6 months and be a veteran? Because it takes time for you to actually get experience, for you to actually get that title. I am a veteran in trading. I have gone through the motion. I have learned my craft. I have mastered my skill. So a lot of y'all are trying to get there on your own. And I'm telling you right now, you are in for a drastic roller coaster. But enough about that right now. I want to hear a little bit more about your trading success. So how many funded accounts do you currently have?
I have 3 funded accounts on Alpha Futures. So right now I am fully funded on Alpha Futures. I did used to be on Top Step, but man, I took so much money from them that now they banned me from Top Step. So right now I have 3 funded accounts with Alpha. I just passed a funded account this morning, actually. So that was very, very cool as well. But when you actually start doing it so much, it starts to become like clockwork. So many people, they sit there and they're trying to pass funded accounts for days and weeks on end. But when you actually have the correct structure in place, you can pass a funded account in one day.
And how did you used to try and pass funded accounts before versus how do you pass it now with the method that I taught you?
Before, when I used to try and pass funded accounts, I would full port the whole account with 5 because I was greedy. I wanted so much to just have an account now. But then I realized, like, why the crap am I full porting my accounts and just losing and then losing? And then I would enter a trade, I would lose that trade, and I would re-enter, and I would take like 50 trades in one day. But Daniel taught me discipline. That is exactly what you need when you're a trader. Discipline. 1 trade a day, and now I'm actually able to become profitable. If I lose for that day, close the computer, walk away. You don't need to become profitable today because it's not going to happen. The small, consistent wins every single day that's going to make you become profitable. And that's what I had to learn. But it wasn't until I had somebody by my side that actually taught me that I was able to learn that.
The main thing I preach a lot is 1 trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. I think I should probably make a mixtape about that. But how I implement it, though, is that you have to understand, and this is exactly what I taught Anthony. You have to understand that when you're trading, if you look at profitability means that you have to trade good forever. It doesn't stop. So you have to be profitable forever because you can lose profitability at any point in time. So what I decided to teach Anthony was you have to have a narrow pathway when you're thinking about profitability. You can't think in the grand gesture, oh, I want to be profitable. Okay, what day is that? What day did you become profitable, Anthony? Who knows?
Profitable, I do not know when.
You don't know when. I do remember when I made the decision to start doing profitable things, but you have to take profitability 1 day at a time. What can I do today, right now, in this very moment? Close my computer and walk away? I am profitable. I come back tomorrow and I do the same thing. What can I do today, right now, in this very moment? Not move my stop loss? I am profitable. Do it again next week. Then again next week. The next month. The next month. The next month. Holy shit, 30K. Holy shit, 50K. Holy shit, 100K. Holy shit, $1 million. Holy shit, 2 million. Holy shit, 5 million. That's how you become profitable. That's how you do it. It's actionable steps every single day. But y'all are looking for holy grails. Y'all think you can do it by yourself. Y'all think it's just gonna come to you. What would you say to people who do decide to join a program and also don't think that joining and signing up is enough? What would you say to them?
It's not. Joining up and signing up is not enough. If you go to a gym and you hop in the gym and say, oh, I'm getting a 6-pack. No, you're not. You have to eat healthy. You have to work out. You got to feel the blood, sweat, and tears of actually putting in the work, or you will not become the person that you want to be in the gym. It is the same exact thing with trading. Why do so many people think that they can get by in trading and not put the work in, but in other things in life, they're going to put the work in and it's going to work out? How you do anything is how you do everything. Same exact thing as trading.
I 100% agree. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. I told Anthony everything he needs to do, but if I tell Anthony, hey, take only 1 trade today, and he decides to take another trade, I'm not his father. I'm not about to come whoop him. I can't stop him from doing that, and then he's gonna blame his lack of success on me. That's not how it works. You truly have to put in the work. You truly have to seek the guide, and when you do seek the guide, listen to your mentor. He's here to help you. And I'm giving you actionable steps and actionable advice for you to see tangible results. Why? Because I've done it. Anthony has done it. Yobesh has done it. I show y'all countless evidence of systematic approaches that actually truly work in this market. All you simply need to do is follow the blueprint.
Let me say something. So When you are given a Lego set, for example, do you open up that Lego set, pour out the pieces, and start building without the instruction manual? No, you open up the instruction manual, you see step by step what you need to do, and you follow it. How long will it take you to build that Lego set if you just have a picture of where you want to get to and you don't know exactly what steps to take? It is going to take you forever. It's going to take you about 1,000 tries before you actually are able to build that Lego set correctly. Same exact thing with trading. You are given a blueprint, follow it. And that blueprint, yes, it costs an investment, but it is an investment that is going to save you from the heartache of unprofitability.
Wow, man, that was actually a really, really great example. I couldn't have said it any better myself. That's 100% true. It's an instruction manual. There's an instruction manual to profitability. There's a system involved. Why do you think every trader's profitability story is pretty much similar? Haven't you noticed? I know you've watched enough videos of traders who have made it and are doing the things that you want to do. I used to watch them. So I know you've watched more than enough videos of traders doing the things you want to do. How different really was each of your story? It was the same thing. That's to tell you that there is a blueprint to profitability. There is a manual. Follow it and it'll work for you. Nobody is special. Nobody is different. There are principles that God has placed on this earth. If you follow those same principles, you will make money. You will be profitable. You will have a good family. You would have whatever it is that you're actually looking for because there's a manual and a blueprint to everything. Man, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Anthony. That was really good insight.
I try.
But man, Anthony, I'm really excited for 2026, the first week of 2026, and I guess you could say second week of 2026, the trading year. But today is a Monday, and you've already passed another eval to add to your portfolio. Looking for more payouts and looking for longer profitability. And Anthony now has actually taken on a new role with me, and he's actually my head of operations. Anthony teaches other people how to trade. Isn't that insane? You went from student to teacher. That's crazy. Anthony pretty much got a promotion. He went from student to teacher. So a lot of y'all, you will be seeing him a lot more on my channel. You'll be seeing him a lot more on my Instagram because, man, me and Anthony are running it throughout 2026, man. It's me and him. We're about to take over. And I really appreciate you taking this call, Anthony. What's one last piece of advice you would give to the viewers before I let you go, brother?
The most important piece of advice I'm going to leave with every single person watching this video is not only believe in yourself, but believe that God will be able to actually get you to where you want to be. Have trust in him, but you can't go and pray to God and ask for him to help you pass a test and not study. He's not going to give you that A. You actually have to put the work into studying so that you can actually get the A on the test that you prayed to get. That is the last thing I can say. Believe in God, pray. When you actually become a profitable trader, you also will see that your relationship with God actually starts to become better. Because if you're disciplined in your trading, you're going to be disciplined in prayer. You're going to be disciplined in so many aspects of your life. You become a profitable trader, and all your discipline in life fixes because you become the person that you are in the little things, and in the big things, you will become a better person. Just like when it comes to fasting, you are suppressing the hungers of your flesh, right? On the charts, you're suppressing the hunger of your greed, right? That is profitability. And it's the same exact thing when it comes to God and your life. You're suppressing the wants of your flesh and you're becoming a better person. That's all I have to say.
Wow, that was very powerful, man. I really, really appreciate your insights. And I really hope that y'all were actually able to learn a lot from Anthony. Y'all will be seeing him a lot more. And I look forward to hearing from you again, Anthony. I appreciate you taking this call. And I'm going to catch you, brother. Peace.
Peace.